Hi everybody, this is Susie. I am so excited. I haven't bought any up-to-date paper in quite some time. And I had gotten my package in the mail yesterday from a cherryontop.com. And I'm saying to myself, what did I buy from them? And I totally forgot that I had reserved the new KaiserCraft Lady Rose paper line. And when I opened it, I said, a cherry on top. I was like, oh yeah, it's in. And it was like about a good 2 weeks that I waited to get the paper, and I totally forgot all about it. And as you can see, I still have it here in the plastic. And I had gotten the 12 by 12 papers. And as you can see, from the samples across the bottom, the papers look really very pretty. They're very tiny in detail, and actually this video is not about the paper line, but I did want to share it with you anyway, and you can basically get the idea of what's here. You have like the argyle and the burgundy, and these little tiny flowers in the pink and brown, and then in the white and the green. And you also have some other flowers in pink and brown again, the other way around. You have a really beautiful tapestry in green and light green. And that absolutely gorgeous floral design is what caught my eye to begin with when I saw it. And the flip side of that page is this really pretty print as well. It's kind of like a little tiny tapestries. Again, in the beige, these are the flip sides of the others, greens and reds and dark browns, and then a stripe with, like, at the very end of the booklet, you have those peel and sticks there. So, yeah, these are the 12 by 12 papers, and you get the extra bonus in the back where you peel and stick. But I'm so excited to share some handmade things with you that I've already dug into this paper. So let me go ahead and move this over. Anybody who's a super artist knows and can agree with me that when you start getting really involved making something, you are not a neat crafter. So from time to time, my desk can get kind of sloppy just a little bit. So I have some paper lined here on my desk, and I want to show you the project that I made using the new KaiserCraft Lady Rose paper. I was really excited to present this to you, and I worked very hard on this to try to get it almost perfect, and I hope that I have achieved a very nice look to share with you today. And so what I'm going to be sharing with you is my beautiful handmade stick pins, my beautiful paper roses using the Brazil paper, and also using the paper from the new KaiserCraft Lady Rose line, as well as a really pretty top hat that I made. So let me just put this down for you. Okay, I think I'm just going to remove this one to just brighten up the background a little bit. So, as you can see here, this is a miniature top hat. It's not all that tiny though, but it's really, really pretty. And I've been doing a lot of fabric crafting with fabrics and laces and so on. And I really felt like I just wanted to do a kickback a little bit and try to get back to some paper crafts. And I always love going over to a cherryontop.com because they're one of my favorite shops to go ahead and find some of the most newest and current items. And what I love about it is they email you if they're out of something, and you can also do the pre-ordering there. So with that said, I made this top hat totally from scratch, and I used the main part of the paper from Lady Rose, which is that really gorgeous, gorgeous rose paper. And you can see that the color is very vibrant. The color is the feel of the paper is very lightweight, which really sometimes I'm not that happy about that, but when I'm crafting with it, with a craft like this, I'm actually glad that it's not very hard and heavy, because sometimes it makes it hard to work with, depending on the project that you're using it for. If you're making a mini album, it's totally fine to have those pages just to cut out and paste down. But once you're maneuvering the papers, you know, rolling them or turning them into a different shape, like I did here for the hat, you would either have to use Mod Podge, which I did not use Mod Podge. I just used my Fabri-Tac glue for the entire project. And once I made the top hat from scratch, once I did that, I put the paper on the outside all around, and I also used some ribbon that I had, which is like a burgundy color. That's from Michael's. Most of my crafts that I buy physically in a store is either Michael's or A.C. Moore or Joann's. And I also used some of these little Christmas balls that I had as well floating around, because I was using them for some pumpkins too. And they're very versatile, the color that is. The stick pins I made just with some general beads that I have. I also made this really small mulberry paper rose there. I actually stuck a flat pin inside of it and just pushed the pin inside the ribbon. And this really pretty trim was absolutely stunning. My husband is so cute, I swear. He went to the store and he passes this fabric store and they only accept cash. And at that moment in time, he didn't really have a whole lot on him. So he just managed to get me a small piece. Sorry about that. It's kind of messy background. To get me a small piece of this trim, which I'll show to you. I'm so sorry about the background. I need to get a larger working space, which I do not have. Okay, that's the trim. It's really pretty. It's some kind of knotted fringe. And so he's like, why don't you use that on your hat? So I took a couple of pieces and I cut it off and I glued one end to the other and I stuck it in with a champagne colored mini stick pin. And as you can see, the flowers here, I used the Lady Rose paper, the KaiserCraft, the same paper that I had left over from the hat. I used to make the two flowers, this one and this one. This one is a basil paper in a burgundy color that I used to make a larger flower. And over here I just have a couple of gems. There's some pearls in there, and there's one of these sprays here in like a clear plastic. And just a couple of pearls in there. And flipping it around to the back side, I just have some white and gold netting, and I made a bow from the tails that were left over after I wrapped the band around the hat. And then going all around the hat itself, the other side is plain like I always do. I just used some Chinese braid, and I really didn't want to finish the inside of the hat off because I was kind of feeling lazy. But then I figured if I'm going to record it, I might as well just finish it entirely. So the flip side of the paper that was left over is what I did. I wrote Handmade by Susan on the inside, and I just glued the flip side of the paper to the inside, and all of the edges on the inside of the hat and the outside were covered with Chinese braid, and just this part right here I painted a vanilla color from Craft Smart Paint. And that is it. That's my hat. The hats that I normally make, for those of you that watch my videos, my hats are usually much taller in the top part. This one is much shorter, and I thought it was really kind of a lot of fun. And I don't know what I'm going to be for Halloween, but I would love it where I could wear this hat on my head because it is so pretty in person. And that's really it. So when you guys get a chance, you should go on over to acherryontop.com and check out their new KaiserCraft paper line called Lady Rose. Very elegant paper. I really loved it. I don't remember the cost of it, but it's nothing out of the ordinary that we would normally spend on paper. You don't get that many sheets though in the package. You get a 12 by 12 coordinating sticker sheet with the package of 6 patterned sheets of paper that are double-sided. So you get 2 of each design. So it's actually 12 pieces of paper. So really very pretty, very elegant paper. Will definitely be a lot of fun to work with. And now that I have a new paper line, oops, and I forgot, I put a little feather up there, just so cute. Now that I have this new paper line and some of this pretty new trim that my husband picked up for me, I'm really motivated to go ahead and make some coordinating projects to go along with this hat. So I hope that you can stick around and check it out. And thank you so much for stopping by today. And I appreciate all you subscribers watching my videos, and for those newbies who subscribe to my channel, if you have any requests, please send me a message and I'll be happy to try and answer your message as soon as I possibly can. So thanks for stopping by today and have a great day. Bye!